Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second round of the semi-finals brought to you by ACM's Pentagon tournament, proudly sponsored and organized by ACM and MPSTME. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to jump into the game that is being held on Inferno between Brazillia Updogs and Aukaat. But before we get the game started, we have a quick word from our secretary, who is Mr. Rutvik himself. Rutvik, over to you.
Hi guys, this is Rutvik Dumre, Secretary for ACM. I would like to tell you if you're enjoying the stream and enjoying the event, you can follow us on Instagram and our handle is ACM_MPSTME. So if you want more updates about events like these, or even if you want to be a part of the organizing committee, we will be having recruitments this month. So you can get all the updates on our Instagram page. I repeat, it is ACM_MPSTME.
Alright, thank you Rutvik for that crucial information. We are going straight into the semi-final 2 between Brazillia Updog and the team Aukaat hai. This is going to be a very entertaining match. Both the teams are very capable. We have seen them pull out quite a lot of strategies, pulling out 16-0 and 16-2 victories respectively. I wouldn't be surprised if they again go in for a very entertaining match. The winner of this round will go on to meet Fake Taxi into the finals, which will be on at 7 p.m. today. Let's get right into the game.
I completely agree with you there, PSauce. Okay, guys, jumping into the game. We have the CTs playing pistol around on the CT side, and it looks like they have gone for the standard setup of 4 armor, 1 diffuse kit, and looks like a few utility as well. Now, that being said, the Ts are coming in strong, and it looks like they are setting themselves up for an A take. They are already executing. 47 is going to jump out the balcony and go straight onto site, and the CTs are not going to have a chance to react because they have been smoked out. Brisler is going to get caught off guard there with 47, absolutely peeking him with the Glock, and it's now down to the rotating CTs, Palit and Zidian, to find them and see whether they can bring this back. 2 of the Ts are tagged a little bit, and the CTs are full HP. The Great Crow manages to find RA and take him down with a headshot. Let's see whether they can find each other. There is one Zeus as well. 47 and Swoosh is going to delete Khalid and Kerr, and Swoosh is finally going to find Zidian, completely deleting them off the face of this planet, ladies and gentlemen. And the first round is going to go to Aukaat. And that's going to be the first round. That was quite quick, to be honest. 47, he just ran straight into sight and he got the plant on the bomb. Very well done on him there. Brazilian Updogs just did not expect that because they were smoked off. There was very little they could do. Moving on into the second round, we can see that the CTs have gone for a full eco with a couple of utility, nothing much, and the Ts have gone for a full-on aggressive buy. They are not taking any chances against Brazilian Updogs here. They've got 1 AK and 4 SMGs. And it looks like Palit managed to delete 47 with just a USP. Palit finding a second USP kill against RS, really showing what he is capable of, being an ex-pro who played in the Legion tournament along with Zidian. Now, that being played, this does give them the advantage because both Palit and Kerr have a Deagle and MP7 that can definitely do work should their aim be on point. SYM taking down the African Akim, with a headshot there, and it's now down to a 3v3. Skills lighting himself up there for a flash so his teammate can peek out there, but luckily for him, Zidian has got himself set up to counter their push. The Ts also have a lot of utility if they can use to their advantage. Should be able to get this in the bag here. Zidian manages to get absolutely demolished by Skills, finding him by a massive 180 flick there. It is now down to Palit with exactly 16 rounds in his gun. Is he going to be able to do it? He luckily falls back. The Great Car coming here with a Deagle. Will he be able to find a headshot with that Deagle? He is all by himself. Can he win this round? And, we'll just have to wait and see here. He's checking his corners, going construction, but the bomb has been planted for Banana, and there are 2 of them watching the bomb. So the moment he peeks, there's a very high chance that he's going to get deleted here. They're just waiting to hear the bomb plant sound here. Yeah, he's checking side here. There's nobody there. They're flashing and they're trying to come out here. They just did a jiggle peek there. And it looks like he's not even going to go for the diffuse kit. He's just trying to do some damage here. Unable to connect with the Eagle shot, and Skills is going to take him down with the AK. What an amazing first 2 rounds by Aukaat PSauce.
Yes, definitely. Aukaat is going all in. They are not hesitating. They are not waiting for Brasilia Updog to make a move. Well, I really feel Brasilia and Aukaat both are very amazing teams right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Aukaat manages to get the first 4 round, but still Brasilia Updogs coming back with a very compelling comeback, I'd say.
Yeah, that is very true, PSauce. I completely agree with you there. It looks like the Great Kerr managed to shut down SYM early with his M4A4, and it looks like they are trying to do a combined A take. Unfortunately, Swoosh is going to get taken down by Akim, the African Dream. Skills manages to find Akim. Zidian shuts down Skills in the trade there, and 47 is going to attempt to get. He's spraying the smoke, unable to connect his shots. And luckily for him, Rizla and the Grey Kerr completely shut down their push onto A side. That was very good positioning by the CT, and that is going to give them the third round. And you know, guys, coming back to what I said earlier, that is what happens when you lose the first round and you manage to equal the second round. If you can play your cards well with your money management, you can definitely manage, to get the second. And they definitely, caught a Corthe there off guard. And also, it looks like Akeem, the African Dream, has picked up, the AK-47, while the rest of his team is running M4A4s, and Zidian's also manning an AK-47. The Great Kerr gonna smoke off mid early, and the T's are gonna try and contest a double banana hold by the CTs there. The bomb is down on T ramp, but it doesn't look like SYM is willing to cross in fear of getting sprayed down. He's attempting to do it right now, and he's gonna manage to pick up the bomb there. No, he's not. Okay, he's just delaying there. Anyway, going back to A side, it looks like Skills is unaware that there is somebody boosting right hand side. Does manage to find Zidian out there in the open, completely annihilating him. And he manages to find Rizla with another disgusting headshot by a quick peek there. Skills really showing off his skills, and it looks like Swoosh managed to completely delete Prelit. It looks like, even though the Seeds did win the previous round, they completely got annihilated here, and it was Swoosh to completely, finish off the round for Corthe. So it looks like we're off to a very even start. Both the teams are showing what they're capable of. They're just giving each other a taste of what they are capable of for the rest of the game, guys. So you just hunker down, grab yourself a cup of tea, like I have. Grab your popcorn, get ready for the long haul, because this is going to be one insane match to watch, because both of these teams are absolutely phenomenal, and this is only the semi-finals. And the team, like PSauce mentioned earlier, the team to win this will be going up against Fake Taxi. So to have the privilege of playing against a finalist, they are both working to see whether they can make that happen. Skills here, spamming the window behind apps there, trying to get a kill to somebody, to a CT who's pushed the A apps there. And it looks like there's a lot of trading going down there, and it looks like the CTs are ecoing, but they managed to get a couple of trades there. And it looks like the CTs are the bomb is going B, and there is nobody here. I think they're going to start rotating anytime now once they hear the smoke go down. They have started rotating, and it looks like they are actually deciding to save, perhaps, which is not a bad idea given their economic situation. But they also have an AK, and an M4A4. So with that in mind, that will allow Rizla, Prelit, and the primary AWPer of Brazilian Updogs, which is Akim, the African Team, to finally go ahead and buy an AWP for himself, or even because Zidian has the most amount of money second to Prelit, he will be able to drop. Because he has a gun, he'll be able to drop an AWP for Akim, the African Dream, allowing him to buy armor and utility, which will give him a very strong setup to contest with a Corthe. That being said, it doesn't look like the T's, other than Skills peeking banana, it doesn't look like they're going hunting at the minute, and it looks like the CTs are hunkering down in A apps, saving their guns. They're both very low HP, very smart decision, and the fifth round is going to go to Aukaat. And guys, it is off to a very good start. It does seem like Brazilian Updogs are struggling at just the start, but don't worry, guys. Conquer down. This is going to be one interesting matchup. PSauce, what do you have to say about that?
Definitely. With the map being CT-sided, Brasilia Updog needs to step up their game, get into a very compelling crossfire to deny any site which is being taken over by Aukaat. Having the banana control is very important. Rizler and Prelit are doing that, but Zidian gets tagged down to 18 HP right here. He has to play a very passive angle right now. since he has been tagged down. There is no one contesting top middle right now, and no one is watching short. The 47 is sitting here unnoticed. Gets the Akeem, does know Zedian is low, does know his position, manages to get him. Great Khur trades him in. Is deciding to wait for the rotate by Rizzler.
And
Gets
it looks like
kills.
SYM, ladies and gentlemen, is just waiting for his team to secure side because he's very low HP and he has the bomb. So once it has been smoked off, did the very smart decision there because there was a CT there watching Apps jump down. So he's going to quickly plant the bomb, and being the lowest HP with the AWP, he's going to fall back into Apps and just defend the bomb and leaving his teammates to do the dirty work. And I mean that in the best possible sense. It looks like there is a T getting ready to flank the CTs from behind. Very smart move there, and it looks like the Great Kerr is gonna find SYM there from behind. Skills trying his best to defend the bomb there, but it looks like it is just a Great Kerr. Is he gonna find his shot? No, he is not. And looks like RA from Aukaat is going to take down the Great Kerr. Off to a rough start, ladies and gentlemen, but do not worry. This is, after all, a CT-sided map. So that being said, this is absolutely boring is because, Brazilian Updogs already have the map advantage, but it just seems that the execution method of Aukaat is really overwhelming them at the moment. And it looks like the cities have gone ahead and decided to buy Deagles. They do have the money, but they've gone for a semi-eco, so they buy pistols looking to do some eco damage. Meanwhile, you have the T's playing strong. They've got 4 rifles and an AWP with full utility, which they are utilizing at the minute. And it looks like they are pushing Pralit at the moment here. And Pralit here trying to get a shoulder peek and an insane deagle shot. Unfortunately, shooting the wall, he does not connect any shots. And he does have backup from Zidian and Rizzler who are defending B. I think I don't think the T's know that there are 3 people on B at the minute. So the Great Kerr did go down, and it looks like the T's are gathering info on A as well, as we have Akeem the African Dream here inside the smoke trying to get a pick off mid. Let's see whether he succeeds here with the CZ. He's going for the peak. He manages to tag, but unfortunately Skills is going to finish him off with the AK headshot. And meanwhile, the T's have completely obliterated, Brazilian Updogs and have just taken side with the AK. Guys, and it's all done to Pralit, so he's not going to go for this, even though he has armor. It's going to make sense to him. So he's gonna find a headshot on Swoosh and shut him down. He does find a second shot. What a reaction time that was, Pralit. Okay, and he's going to keep pushing Banana here. Both of them are expecting him to peek. Is SYM going to get greedy and peek? Oh, they do spot him out. Pralit here unable to connect the spam of the Deagle, and SYM is going to finish him off with a headshot with the AK. And the 7th round is gonna go to Aukaat.
Again, we see the very unfortunate left-handed peek where the opponent sees you before you see them. That is a very unfortunate. That is a very unfortunate thing to happen.
Very, very true, PSauce. Guys, for those of you who are lacking context, PSauce is talking, in CSGO, you have the ability to hold the gun in your left hand versus your right hand. But the problem is that is a user preference, and when you're on the server, the gun is defaulted to the right hand side. So in that situation, there was a wall to the right of Pralit's view, and even though he was holding the gun on the right hand side, the T's on the other hand, because their view model is also on the right hand side, they have the crosshair and the peak advantage. So they managed to spot Pralit before the crosshair of Pralit was able to pre-aim SYM, and they were able to spot him out. And when Pralit went to fall back, which was a questionable decision, he should have just committed to it because they only tapped, they did not spray. They managed to take him down. And, while we wait for the match to resume, because of some technical difficulty by the looks of it, this is going to give, Brazilian Updogs the breather that they needed to re-evaluate what they're doing. And it looks like finally Brazilian Updogs are stepping up to the play. Both Rizzler and Pralit, who is an all-rounder gamer, he has gone for the AWP. So expect a decent play from him this round, ladies and gentlemen, leaving Akeem, the Great Kerr, and Zidian to their rifles. Meanwhile, and Rizzler does deliver. He shuts down 47, but can he find the AWP played by the T's? Swoosh and shut him down, because that is going to be the decisive a play that is going to decide whether the AWP is going to defend the bomb plant or not. That's going to be very important, ladies and gentlemen. And we're already 40 seconds into the game, and it looks like the T's are holding, and they're going for a late round play over here. And Skills is lining up his flash here, waiting for a certain time, and it looks like in the meantime, their AWP is watching Banana. By the looks of it, is waiting for the CTs to push Banana in a flank to rotate, but it looks like Khalid is questioning whether he should peek that. Gonna smoke it off there. Very interesting choice. And is he gonna push the smoke? Seems to be thinking about it over there, but it appears that he's gonna hold. Moving on to what's happening at A, we have Skills here. He's gonna Skills did know that there was an AWP A, completely gonna destroy Rizzler with the AWP with a headshot with the AK, and they're gonna try and take sight there. Skills getting shot down by the Great Curve, watching Zidian's back, who was boosted. Site, and that is definitely, the bomb is down and they have the bomb in their territory, so now the T's are going to have to work to regain control of the game for this round. Pralit finding Swoshia, making easy work of him, no surprise there, very capable AWP there, and Akeem the African Dream is quickly rotating to A side because the bomb has been there. And we have some kind words being said in chat, but it looks like the T's are gonna choose to say there is not enough time for them to execute this 1v4, giving the second round to the CTs, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, Brazilian Updogs have managed to break the momentum Aukaat has managed to build over the past 7 rounds. PSauce.
Looks like the Brazilian Updogs are going for a double AWP setup with Pralit picking up the AWP this time. Pralit and Rizzler. Interesting to see Akeem, aka Dr. RX, is not picking up the AWP and is going B to support Pralit. Will Pralit go for an aggressive peek? No, he does not. But Rizzler is holding a very aggressive angle towards middle here. And so is Swoosh. Swoosh is coming in with the AWP. They're using their AWPs. Oh my god, what a disgusting shot by Swoosh. Shutting down Rizzler right at Arch. Looks like Aukaat is looking for a rotate. They are hoping that the CTs do rotate to A and leave B uncontested. Seems like that's what is happening with regards to Pranit. And yes, there comes the execute. Akeem, aka Dr. RX, is stuck in on the side. Does get spotted by 47 and Skills. Does get shut down. Zedian and Great Khur far away with Pralit and the AWP. Getting the kill onto 47 with 3 bullets in the mag. 2 now. Does he deny the plant? He cannot deny the plant. There is a very compelling crossfire setup by Aukaat. 40, only 1 player down with almost everyone full HP. It's a 4v3 situation. That grenade doing damage to RA, getting him down to 80 HP. Pralit gets traded down by Swoosh. Zedin gets a kill onto Skills and RA shutting down. The Great Chore does know that there is no one side. He decides to stick it. He does have the kit, but Swoosh spams the smoke and gets the Great Chore, winning them the 8th round.
Completely agree with you there, PSauce. That was a very interesting match to see there, where you just saw, ladies and gentlemen, 2 very capable teams trying their absolute best. One was trying to defend the bomb plant, the other one was trying to defuse the bomb plant, and the Great Curve was just unable to find the opponents through the smoke, and that's gonna give Aukaat the 7th point for the game. And it looks like the T's are yet again leaving the bomb at T-spawn ramp. Very interesting decision. But it looks like they are going to play the CTs on their fingertips and see where they can get a pick first. And depending where they get that first pick, they are going to pick up the bomb and do a remaining team rotate. So I think
interesting setup here by the Great Khur and Zedin. Zedin is playing anti-flash while the Great Khur is playing contact. They do get contact onto at short, so Zedian does decide to rotate, flashing for his teammate, flashing the players at short. Rizzler trying out some shots but not getting contact. Does get a spray onto Skills, getting him down to 8 HP but gets traded out. The Great Khur, the Great Show, getting the skill onto Skills. Now in a 2v4 situation. Does get SYM as well with the second. Picks up the AK, waiting for Pralit to rotate. Seems like they are planning to go for it since they cannot afford to, as they already are in a 5-round deficit.
Completely agree with you there,
47 on a
PSauce.
boosted position on two side, pushing the smoke. Great Khur is not there to support Pralit, but he is at 19 HP. What he could have done, he gets killed as well. Shot right in the back, gets taken down. 2-8 Brasilia versus Aukaat.
Very, very unfortunate there for the Great Kerr. He lost, not only was he low HP, but he got taken down with a Glock. If he only turned around and tried to get, the kill that was chasing him, he would have had a better chance. Not looking good for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a 6-round deficit at the minute, and it looks like the CTs are yet again going for a semi-eco with the force bite, Deagles and SMGs. Meanwhile, Aukaat very strong with their AWP and Deagle. Zidian picking up a disgusting headshot with the Deagle. Can Swoosh find them out in the open with the smoke? No, he will not. And they're just going to play a defensive position. It looks like Zidian was also able, to pick up the MP9. Well, Prelit traded the MP9 for the AK-47. So let's see whether Prelit can do some damage with that. 47 shitting on Rizzo there. Very upsetting to see. Akeem, the African Dream, getting a disgusting headshot with the Deagle on SYM. Akeem finding a second kill, but only for 47 to hit him through the wall and shut him down. Great Curse shutting down 47. A lot of trading going there. It's all down to Swoosh from Aukaat to see whether he can do a 1v3, and the Great Curse has a very prominent position behind the box there, leaving him to an AWP, SMG angle, and it looks like he's unable to connect his shot. He does find Zindium with a quick switch to the Tech 9, only for the Great Kurt to finish him off with the UMP. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to give the third round win that the CTs needed, going into the 12th round. That was a very interesting play there. We also saw, that the T's were not able to utilize all their utility over there, and now it looks like Brasilia is going to go for, their standard double AWP setup there, which is a move that they pull out only on the most difficult of occasions. So it's safe to say that they have their work cut out for them against Aukaat, who at the minute seem to be, a very respectable and demanding team to counter against. And, it looks like Aukaat does have a preference to go A multiple times. They are, asserting dominance over their skills, killing the Great Curve, probably getting RS at their 47, managed to get a team through the box there. Very unfortunate. And now they have to survive the rotate there. The rotate looking very slow from Rizla and Zidian, but that could be because, there was lacking communication on the team shot there. And it looks like they're going to attempt to go for the 3v4. Question is, can they pull it off? 47, Prelit flashing, Prelit getting the kill with Zidian's flash there, and Zidian picking up a second kill, and Skills is going to shut down both Prelit and Zidian, going to leave it down to a 2v1, and it looks like Rizla with only 2 HP is going to decide to save the AWP, leaving the 12th round to be won by Aukaat. PSauce, that was absolutely interesting to say the least. Skills going down with the bomb plant is... No, luckily,
Rizzler's decision to stand in the molly just to peek down at bottom mid through banana wall did cost them. He got down to 2 HP. He was lucky to be alive after coming out of that Molotov. Him going down at 2 HP, not being able to clutch this round, could have been one of the reasons why they lost the round.
I completely agree with that piece. It was very, very interesting how that round went down, and it looks like the T's have defaulted to a full AK and utility setup with the AWP being handed from Rizla to Prelit, who has had the highest success rate with that gun so far. I am yet to see Akeem the African Dream handle the AWP and see what he can contribute.
Yes, definitely. Akeem, also known as a Dr. Rex, is one of the primary opposite. We saw him play at Overpass. We saw him play on we saw him play on the previous map as well. Akeem does not miss his shots with the AWP. But right now, with the economy going not very strong with the Brasilia Updog team, will he decide to save up to get an op next round, or will he buy an SMG and continue the round?
Completely agree with you there, PSauce. And it also looks like we have run into yet another technical difficulty because the ping seems to be pretty inconsistent. But as you can see, Akeem the African Dream, it is not a server issue, so it's definitely from the users end, and there seems to be a couple of FPS drops, coupled with high ping. So while the players get their ISPs on the phone and absolutely guarded, making them go deaf over the phone while they try and get stable internet connection to finish the tournament, and to make their fan base proud, you know. That being said, it looks like there's a little bit of friendly banter coming in with the trash talk from Skills, extending his hand out to Pralit, obviously implying that he's playing for the wrong team there, and Skills with the kills to back it up. Interestingly, we did see, Pralit and Zidian play a Lenovo Legion where they were on fire and won multiple rounds in a row. But it turns out the great Kerr here is actually doing the biggest bit for his team. So I think the moment Pralit and Zidian and Akeem, once he picks up an op, once those three players, pick up their respective guns and start playing like we saw them on Overpass, I think we are in for one heck of a comeback, and we are yet to see SYM be a troll to them. Maybe once we see the lead extend, over Brazilian Updogs, we might see, Aukaat go into a troll mode with the knives, just like they completely shut on the previous team, on Inferno. PSauce, you remember that. Let's remind the viewers exactly what happened there.
Let's get back into the game. We saw Aukaat play Inferno in the previous round of this tournament in the quarterfinals. We did see them shut down their opponents using their knives and swag 7s and auto shotguns. They are very confident in their skills, pun intended. And also, we do have SYM 47 playing amazing for their teams, getting the trades, getting the kills, getting the headshots, getting the round for their teams overall.
I completely agree with you there, PSauce. He completely shut down Brasilia there. And RA is going to do a disgusting double peek there. And he's completely going to shut down Rizla there with a double dink with the AK. Very interesting. The AK is not known to dink, but the first round could have come through the wall, so he was not able to do over 100 points worth of damage. And that was a very interesting round. Even though we did see the Brasilia Updogs buy all their guns and have a full setup, that round went south for them very quickly. Them just unable to cope with the amount of aggression that Aukaat is pushing on them. And, we can't blame Aukaat for doing that. The reason being is because, they are the T side. They have to play aggressive. The map is not in their favor. So we do not expect anything less from them, especially if they plan on going into the finals and winning this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, let's come back into the game. Aukaat going back into the standard setup of 4 AKs, 1 rifle being, 1 AWP being handled by Swoosh, and we have, Brasilia Updog handling FAMASA's a Swag 7 and an M4A4. Clearly, you can see that they're struggling on the economy, can't buy the guns and the utility that they want to. But they chose to force because this is the last round for the first half, So let's see if they can do anything. Skills unable to connect his shots there, and the CT is gonna live. And it looks like, Akeem is gonna manage to find 2 shots there, but it's gonna get traded up by Skills. And Skills completely aware that there is a CT boiler, get ready to push him, and the bomb is not with him, so he's gonna pick up the bomb and go for the plant. And Zidian is gonna wait for his partner in crime, Pralit, to approach the site, and he is deciding to go with the long range attack with the USP, and now Skills is gonna wait for them to push him. He has also gone for the safe plant there. Pralit coming out in heavy. Zidian absolutely shitting on Skills, getting a disgusting headshot there, and he's gonna give them going 4-10 into the first half. Parv, I think Brasilia is in a mood to win this game, and they are going to have a very interesting second half. I feel that they are going to go completely ham in the second half of this match and going to give Aukaat a run for their money, you know, because they don't like if you remember the video we saw earlier today during the quarterfinals, Zidian had a lot of proud things to say about his team, and I don't think they have anything less than to exactly deliver on this. So we will keep them in the best regard, and hopefully they will be able to deliver like they were able to smack talk.
Yes, definitely, Lewis. The Brazilian Updog team just need to get back their coordination, just need to get back their comms, need to be on top of their game. Khur, the great Chor, is now boosted up on top of Hut at B shot with a very compelling crossfire with Zedian on at Arch. Akeem, aka Dr. RX, is holding a very shallow angle towards Apps, making sure that no one pushes out, and Pralit playing a very passive angle at CT, with Rizzler holding the banana push with an op on construction or coffins. The T's are pushing up at top middle, using their smokes, using their molotovs. Amazing smoke by the CTs. The Great Show misses out on the trigger discipline right there, resulting on missing of this beautiful kill he could have had. 47 setting up for a smoke, messes up the smoke, puts out the flash, and does not spot the Great Chore. Does spot out the Great Chore. Akeem also goes down. Zedian does get skills on at Arch. They do have sight. 47 on site, but the remaining players are at B. This is going to be interesting. Rizzler gets one, misses a shot on the second, goes for the USP, misses out on the kill.
47 absolutely shutting down Zedian there, ladies and gentlemen, and Rizzler also getting shut down completely, and it looks like 47 with 13 HP is, you know what, ladies, that was a very quick game. SYM shutting down Pralit, going very strong, 11-4 in their favor into the second half of this game. Can the hype Brazilian Updogs come back in the second half? Can they be as aggressive, if not more aggressive than Aukaat on the T side? Can they deliver? Obviously now, guys, don't forget that the CTs are going to have the map side advantage here. Can they capitalize on that? Can they defend properly? Can they make good use of their utility and not waste it too early, giving the chance for the T's to push in when they run out of utility? And it looks like the A's, the T's are going for a very strong A push. Skills lining himself up for a couple of disgusting headshots. Let's see whether he can quickly deliver. PSauce, over to you.
Well, looks like the CT side, Aukaat has heard the push. Skills getting a very perfect headshot along with Swoosh. Rizzler shutting them down. Zedian, the Great Chore, and Akeem getting onto site. Rizzler getting another headshot. This is the third for him. Akeem on at site. Does know the last player is at Moto. Getting him down to 38 HP. RA has to pull a miracle here to win this round. He is down at 38 HP and has to fight two players. Akeem, also known as Dr. RX, is at 100 HP. Getting him down, distracted Rizzler with the 4K, winning Brazilian Updog the 5th round of this game. Interestingly, Aukaat decides to give up round and retake along with each other, along with the team they have, since that gives them a higher chance, higher probability of winning the round. Retaking the sites with more people other than contesting is a very good option. Looks like they are going for 3B2A setup, while Brasilia are going in for the bomb towards at A apps. They do have the full buy, Galils, AKs, UMPs and a Max 7. Skills contesting apps aggressively, gets shut down, gets down to 7 HP, puts down a flash for himself. Akeem pushing out of boiler, holding on for the simple angle as well as Arch. Gets the money down for simple angle, gets an amazing headshot onto SYM. Great Chore with the grenade kill. Pralit with the spam through the wall onto Whoosh. It's a 5v1. We have seen 47 ace. Is he going for this or is he going to save? He does have the armor and the helmet.
I completely agree with you there, PSauce. It looks like we just had a very astounding round by the legendary Brasilia Updogs there. And it looks like they have every intention to have a comeback here. Zidian just pushing 47 with a Glock, even though he had a Deagle, gets absolutely annihilated with the Glock. And that is really gonna give them a very good sub because guys, don't forget that when you're playing on T versus CT, it is a lot easier to earn money on the T side than the CTs simply because mollies and things like the guns are just a little bit more expensive than they are on the T side. But then again, that is the reason why there is the map advantage to begin with. So you're in position ready to defend a lot earlier than the Ts. Now that being said, we seem to be having a bit of a match pause going on while we wait for the match to resume. Let's look at how the teams are contributing individually to themselves. We see Aukaat here, skills 47 and Whoosh really did good work in the first half of the match with both skills and 47 pulling in 4 and 5 MVPs, doing bits for the team there. Okay, and on the Brasilia Updogs, we can now just start to see Pralit, Zidian, and the Great Shore, get their MVPs and start playing. Rizla and Akeem not too far behind in that department as well. But I have a feeling even though Pralit is at the bottom of the scoreboard, we have a lot to see from him here in just a minute. And it looks like the T's have called a timeout, you could say, something between a strategic call versus having an urgent run to the toilet, but that is okay. And guys, I just want to say that it's been phenomenal to watch Aukaat here play PSauce, and just to see them absolutely annihilate, what everybody initially thought was a completely unstoppable game. And you can't blame me. Everybody, once they saw the game on Overpass, where they went 16-0, they completely shut on the team they went against, So Aukaat here went in full steam, and they definitely delivered. And now Brasilia has to work if they are to go into the finals. And here we have Pralit and Rizla going in strong past the molly. Pralit very low after pushing that molly with only 8 HP. Can he do anything here? We will just find out in just a second. Bomb presence is B, and we have the remaining two T's at the bottom of T ramp and in A apps.
I see a lot of memers, let's just say, who are trying to be funny in the chat, but let's just say, even if no one has said it, you guys, well tried. Yeah. Looks like you guys are engineers. You do have the potential of doing stand-up comedy, but this is not the platform, guys. You should record yourself and send in the videos.
Completely agree with you there, PSauce. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the T's were really shut down in their push to go B, and with a quick rotate to A, it looks like Swoosh is gonna delete Rizla with a USB, and it's all down to the Great Kerr to find a kill there. Is he gonna pick up the AK? He's gonna walk right past it. And yeah, he does pick up the AK. Now he is in a very good position. He has 35 seconds and can definitely do work. But unfortunately gets completely caught off guard with Swoosh in Boiler, and they pick up the AKs there. So now the CTs do have a bit of a one-tap advantage if they can land their aim. No surprise there. And that's going to give the CTs the 12th round to the 16 that they are going for. And here we go into the 19th round. We do see the T's going for a full by spending the money that they had in reserve for a full AK setup and utility. And it looks like the CTs are going for a mix between the AWP with low util versus 2 AKs and 2 M4A1Ss. Now, let's see what they're planning. It looks like they have
skills
very
with the
strong...
amazing one-way smoke. Getting the kill onto Akeem, the African Dream. Throwing the grenade, spamming through the wall to get some info and some damage onto the team, making it easier for their team to finish off the opponents. They do have a 4v5 setup right now, with 3 players playing A, 2 of them playing Arch, 1 is on simple corner. Swish playing a very defensive, very passive angle.
They do not know that there's somebody is simple corner PSauce. That is not going to end well if they don't find him out in the open. And Skills is going to find the Great Kerr. They did not check that corner that is on them. Are they going to find the player in pit? Is Skills, who is only 12 HP. And it looks like Pralit is going to have to make a play here to make his team survive. Is Pralit? Yes, Rizla does find skills very low HP. Pralit going for the smoke. Going for the spray through the smoke, but 47 is going to find Rizla through the smoke there with a spray down from the M4A1S, and it is all down to Pralit to plant the bomb and win this one a 1v3. Yes, 35 seconds to do so. Let's see whether he can pull it off. The CTs do have, and he's going to completely catch 47 off guard there, and he looks like he's going B. What a player. And it looks like one of the CTs have anticipated that, and they are running B as well. The question is, can he manage to hold off the rotate there? He's going for the plant. He does not see them walking up on him. RA unable to find him. Oh, he's been spotted out, and RA is going to get the headshot on Pralit. They managed to get the plant. Very unfortunate, and that is going to give the 13th round to Aukaat here. Oh, it is not looking good for Brasilia, is it?
It is not. Aukaat hai just shutting them down every time they are trying to get into the site. Looks like Swoosh has gotten the op, delaying the defuse, but they still have the defuse. They have won the 13th round. Brasilia Updog now at 7-round deficit. Will they be able to come back, or has Aukaat hai gotten this in their bag?
Completely agree with you there, PSauce, and it looks like we are going into the 20th round of this semi-final, and it looks like to be honest, it looks like Brasilia is indeed struggling. They're going for a full SMG buy. They cannot afford to give them any more rounds. They have taken the gamble. You know, they had the option of either ecoing and getting whatever money the round end would have given them, but they've decided to play their cards and take a chance playing SMGs where, you know, if they were to get kills, that would give them money. And it looks like Swoosh is just going for the complete spray down, probably going down very low from that initial spray down. And, you know, the CTs are still at full HP there. And it looks like they are coming in strong with a bang. Swoosh unable to connect his shots, and he's going to get absolutely deleted. Pralit finding a headshot with the Mac-10, and Skills taking on the Great Cur. And Skills just finishing off Pralit like it was easy. Absolutely shut down. They are celebrating in-game there. They are very happy. And I bet you anything this time around, it is Brasilia Updogs that are shitting bricks, PSauce. And there is no way that I can hide it. It is what everybody sees. Very unfortunate, but it looks like Aukaat here is going to close up the game with a win.
Yes, Lewis, that is what it looks like. They have a very unbreakable crossfire setup on the sides. Akeem does manage to get a kill onto Ra at Banana, but Rizzler does go down through the Molotov. And 47 missing his shot onto the Dr. Rex, also known as Akeem. Leading to Aukaat hai having to rotate as soon as they can. Swoosh is Swoosh is knifing the wall, hoping that SYM and Skills rock the Skills to retake this and win this round. The Skills just gets taken down, traded out. Akeem the African Dream now takes down SYM.
What on
Swoosh.
earth is Swoosh thinking of, PSauce? Was he counting on his teammates to figure it out? Did they have a bet in team chat? Or are they simply delaying the inevitable because they want to give Brasilia hope? I am so confused, but it looks like Swoosh committed suicide?
Looks like Swoosh has disconnected. He might be having some network issues alongside everyone else that has had network issues the whole day. Hopefully he is able to connect back and nothing like centric happens, and Aukaat has to do a 4v5. Even though they are in a very strong lead, 4v5 is still a lot. 4v5 is a very huge hamper.
And he is back, ladies and gentlemen. And if you were to look at the scoreboard, you can clearly see Skills and 47 doing bits for their team well into their 20s in the killing department, whereas the rest of the team, including Swoosh, who has net issues, is struggling behind. Whereas if you look at Brasilia underdogs as a team, they are very well balanced. There is no clear better player than the other, to be honest. And they literally have to work on, teamwork in order for them to take down Aukaat, because Skills and 47 are two players to be reckoned with, and it looks like they do have their work cut out. And it also looks like Skills and 47 both each have 5 MVPs, and we can easily say that between those two players, they are responsible for Aukaat winning 10 rounds out of the 14 that they have. And PSauce, that is amazing as two players can do that, you know what I'm saying? And it looks like we also have another technical difficulty from Aukaat because one of them seemed to have disconnected. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Brasilia is taking this as a breather and to rethink their strats as what they're gonna do. And meanwhile, while we wait, let's just quickly think about the finals, ladies and gentlemen. There are a lot of pressure on these teams, to not lose because they have made it this far and they do not want to go home with a trophy. And they also want to have the honor of going against Fake Taxi, who have up to this point been completely, they have been unmatchable. They have been fantastic in their ability to shut down teams as they've been going towards each other. So Brasilia, Updogs, and Aukaat are really giving it all they've got to take it into the finals. And
Aukaat getting the run for the money. They are 14-7 up. They are 7 rounds ahead of Brasilia. Even if Brasilia Updogs manage to win the next 8 rounds, Aukaat just has to win a single round to seal their spot onto overtime, and extending this, the chances of Aukaat winning, chances of Brasilia Updog are slim to none at this point. But we have seen comebacks. We have seen comebacks from 11-2 by the meme team. Will this happen? Will this happen? Will there be a comeback? What do you think?
What PSauce is trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, you know how the meme team, who is the memeless gang of Brasilia, they were able to make one astounding comeback. Can the tryhards of Brasilia manage to deliver in that regard and make one impressive comeback and go from 7-14 to 16-14 and completely wipe the floor? We will just have to see how this round goes. This could be the deciding round, for Aukaat. So let's see what they have in their, in their artillery here. And it looks like the T's have gone for the standard 4 AK single op, and it looks like the Great Cur a bit low on cash, only running an AK and armor. Meanwhile, the CTs have gone ahead and also running a bit low on economy, not running full utility. So, both the players are being pushed to the limits. Let's see what they can do over here.
Rizzler trying to contest Banana with his AWP right there. He is alone onto Banana. He does have Banana control, but does fall back to take the bomb to A, where his team is trying to make space for him. There are two players playing. One is on pit, one is on balcony. SYM again with his swag 7. Will he get the kill this round? He does get the kill onto Zedian with his swag 7. Will he get another? He's going into cover. He is letting his team rotate. This is what you have to do as a team. You have to wait for your team to rotate if you are at a disadvantage. Rizzler getting the shot onto RA, getting him down to 11 HP. Will he peak? Will RA peak? He is trying to jiggle the corner, gets traded out by Pralit. SYM comes out, gets taken down by Great Shot. Pralit getting the one tap onto 47. Closes the round off.
Agree with you there, PSauce.
47.
Very true, PSauce. I couldn't agree with you more. And it looks like the Brasilia Updogs have yet again managed to deny the win for Aukaat. And they are definitely doing bits as a team. There is no single good player. All of them are contributing in equal parts, and they all have money now. They all have full utility buy, and it looks like this might be an easy win. Rizzler getting a collateral there. 47 getting a headshot and Pellet, and Rizzler and Great Kirk finishing it off, getting them the very next round. Unbelievable. Okay, and this is what we've been waiting for from Brasilia. Aukaat taking a breather. They are giving a round to Brasilia because they just didn't have the money. They had to go for the eco, and it looks like they are going to be forcing this round with semi-good utility, whereas Brasilia Updogs are going to have everything that they need. And it looks like they are going to be pushing ACM'S, and it looks like, you know, they have a 2-1-2 setup where the bomber is staying T-ramp, and it also looks like, you know, they are trying to gain ACM'S presence, whereas the CTs are evenly spread around the map. So we'll just have to see exactly what they can do here. They really need this round. They can execute it. Question is, can they actually do it? Very interesting boot here. Will Akeem get caught off guard there? That's a massive off angle there. Will he catch it in time if they do walk up? Gonna smoke off the left here. He's gonna be up to the Great Cur. SYM getting ready there. Is he gonna find him? And the Great Cur is not gonna check that angle. Crossfire going down. Swoosh gonna kill the Great Cur. Akeem finding SYM because he couldn't connect his sword switch. Swoosh. And it looks like we are down to a 4v4, and Akeem very low on HP over there. And it looks like Akeem gets completely shut down by Swoosh, and Swoosh also takes down Rizzler. Zidian getting skills. Swoosh shutting down Zidian. A lot of trading going on here. All down to Pulip. Can Pulip do a 1v3 here? He didn't manage to do the previous one. Gonna do a boost there. Couldn't finish it. Can he find a second? No, he does not. Very difficult. That was a very difficult play. And that is gonna be a missed ace for Aukaat as well. And looks like Brasilia is gonna be forced to do a full buy yet again. And ladies and gentlemen, they are going to have to win the next 6 rounds without fail to take this into overtime. Otherwise, it is going to be game over. You know, and we are being joined with Rutvik. Rutvik, what are your thoughts on what's happening here? Did you foresee this coming? Please fill us in.
Hi guys, I'm back. Yeah, Lewis, this was a very interesting game. I was expecting a better performance by the Brasilia Updogs, but of course Aukaat has a very good team to compete against. So I don't blame them for the score, and they're actually trying the best, as Pralit did in the last round, but he had no chance because it was a 1v3 and he did everything he can.
Rizla missing a shot here. He has to fall back, otherwise he'll get traded. He gets traded by Zedian. Skills gets traded. Zedian is now in a 1v3 situation. Does have the bomb, has the ability to go to B.
He has to go for this PSauce. He has to. They have no option.
This
but
is a do or die situation indeed.
Indeed, and 47 is in the perfect off angle. The flash, the smoke is coming out, but it looks... Oh, is he gonna get caught? And it looks like Brasilia is gonna get shut down. Ladies and gentlemen, Aukaat are gonna win this game 16-9, and it looks like Aukaat are going to be the team that is going to be proceeding to the finals to go against Fake Taxi. PSauce, what we just witnessed was completely unbelievable. Both teams played very well, and both of them should be very proud of themselves. You know, and it's just unfortunate because I know Brasilia Updogs had every intention to win that game, but unfortunately they just met their match, and Aukaat wiped the floor, shut them down. It is game over. But I hope, personally, between the three of us, I hope this is not the last of the memeless team, the meme team, and Brasilia Updogs. I hope to see them in the next tournament coming back better than ever and with shots to fire at everybody who has under